February 8th, 2002. The darkest night, knives and shadows, an insidious cult plot. Welcome to Magic the Gathering's 25th expansion, Torment. Cabal meets a new ally in Chainer as the two fight in the Cabal's pit to survive. This set would be known as the Black Set and features more black mana spells than any other color. Within this black-aligned set, players would seek powerful and corrupting cards, such as Nantuko Shade, Cabal Coffers, and Icarid. Empires rise and fall, but evil is eternal. Will our filthy casuals manage to stave off?
You thought this would be a serious dive into Magic's insane backlog of iconic sets, alongside two professional players? This isn't anything close, but if you want to watch two clowns who started the game after the borders changed from this to this, then look no further. Join us as we open packs from each set, moving in chronological order, expanding our ever-growing collection and, of course, trying to one-up each other each episode. We're not your power gamer racking up wins at your local game store. We're just a couple of filthy casuals, and this is our progression series. I don't know what I'm doing this time.
Okay.
I feel like I've ran out of ideas.
Okay. I mean, just wing it.
Swing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do whatever comes natural first.
Sure. Welcome to Filthy Casuals, everyone!
Is that natural?
Welcome,
Okay.
welcome, whoa, to Filthy Casuals. My name's Kieran, and we're Filthy Casuals.
My name's Colin.
And we're Filthy Casuals, where we literally don't know what we're doing right up until the point we start filming. You know what I realized is that we actually, I think for the last few episodes, I don't have to go back and watch, I haven't done the bit at the start where we're Filthy Casuals, where we always blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
I've
yeah, yeah.
actually, I was sick last episode, so that's my excuse.
Exactly. You get the
Yeah.
pass from last episode. Before that, though, I don't know.
You know what? That explosion of passion was just to let the viewers know that I'm feeling better.
Yeah, he's back from the
I have a bit of a lingering cough, but that's about it. Colin, we are here and we are playing Magic the Gathering. Isn't that an exciting? Yeah, isn't that exciting? Battle of Wits, bit of a contentious episode.
Yeah.
There was a few mistakes made.
Several mistakes made.
I think we established that you're probably were denied at least the tie. That was the conclusion made, I think, was that you would have won that episode or that first game. I would have won the second game, and then we probably would have timed out on the third.
Probably,
Maybe.
yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah, but we make up for our mistakes here at Filthy Casuals. And so, Colin, I was thinking about it, and I think Team Lang is a big deal. Team Lang is willing to give you a free mythic wild card.
Really?
Yeah, and it can
Any
be
mythic wild card.
any set. Oh no, that's too much maybe. Okay,
It's like,
maybe.
oh, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I think if we say any card, then you'll be like, oh, okay, Mox Pearl. And I'll be like,
yeah. Which
okay.
Mox is not on band?
yeah, exactly. So maybe we don't do that, but yeah, let's say wild card. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll adhere to the ban episode ruling of it and say it's just for this season. And you know what? Let's make it even spicier. Okay, you can cash it in anytime during this season, but before the ban episode. So you could use it this episode on this set. You could wait till next episode on the next set. It's up to you.
And I can still do the first three.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah.
Okay,
The first three sets.
Just
Yeah.
to clarify.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I mean, that's cool. I'll have to do some research then.
So you guys, let us know down in the comments what Colin should choose. Any set between 7th edition and Scourge, right before 8th edition. So let Colin know, what should he use his wild card on? It has to be cashed in before the end of the season, though. I think that's the...
Okay, I can't just sit on it.
It has an expiration date. But today, Colin, we are playing the next set in the Odyssey block, Torment, which is, I've been told through viewers and reading that this is a heavily black set. So there's lots of black cards, strong black cards. It outweighs any of the other colors. So that's kind of an interesting change.
So we're hunting for black on Ubrick's wheel.
I know I am, so I can succeed in playing every flavor of Sarah.
Assemble Ultron. What's your plan after that?
I don't know. I'll be lost after that. I'll have to ask Sarah for guidance. Who knows? I might spin some other random color. We'll see how it goes. However, we should get into the deck review, or set review, I should say.
Set review.
But before we do that, I would just like to remind the audience that they have the ability, the power within themselves to like this video, leave a comment down below. Let them discover the power within themselves.
Yeah, if you look around the page right now,
Look
some
around
buttons.
the page. That's
You
right.
know, it's a little treasure hunt. You
Little
just start
treasure
clicking
hunt.
things,
Yeah,
you
can
know,
you find
all
the
of them.
secret button that helps
Yeah.
us? You at home can handle the power. I should also mention that we are still looking at there's a survey down below in the description, and we haven't taken a look at it yet, so if you want to get your opinions in about the channel, feel free to do so. But without further ado, Colin, that was a really shitty wipe, but we're here in Torment, and we're gonna take a look at the set. It's smaller, only 143 cards, thank God.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. I was honestly getting tired of reading.
Yeah, there was a lot of cards in the last set. But we start off, and I just have to point out Ambassador Laquatus. He is a big character in the story. He's actually trying to take over the Merfolk Empire. So he's a bit of a devious boy. But I've also used to use him in my mill deck once upon a time. I don't know if you remember that, but Ambassador Laquatus.
I don't remember him specifically, but
Yeah, I just
remember that mill deck.
I just remember his flavor text as he smiles with poisoned lips. I should mention right below him that Chainer, Dementia Master, is one of the main characters of this story for this set. He is part of the Cabal. If there was a hypothetical cult surrounding you, what do you think you would be Cabal oriented?
It's hard to say. I honestly think it's a little too pretentious, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, that's
I feel like that might be a more Lang gang.
I don't know. Langang isn't the most culty, but perhaps. But Chainer is basically trying to rise through power and take over the cult, and he basically makes friends with Cabal, who's the hero of the story from the last set. So, which is kind of a weird pairing, but such as things.
It's the dream team, you know.
The dream team. Right below it, actually, we're going down in a single line here, but we have Grim Lavamancer. It's a 1-mana red card, 1/1. Pay 1, tap him, remove 2 cards from your graveyard to do 2 damage to any target.
Seems pretty good, actually.
I mean, repeatable 2 damage pinging. Pretty nice.
Laquatus's champion.
Oh yeah, the artwork.
Yeah, the 6-mana 6/3. To be fair, when it enters play, target player loses 6 life. When it leaves play, target player gains 6 life, and you can regenerate them.
I mean, yeah, if you play it and they can't deal with it, that's 6 life plus the 6/3. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Also, the art for Mutilate right below it.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
It's a little horrifying.
That's a little intense. Right beside Mutilate though, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, that's
What
pretty
is it? A 4-mana enchantment at the beginning of your upkeep. If 20 or more creature cards are in your graveyard, you win the game. That's pretty metal, actually.
That seems doable.
That's like an alternate win con and a Battle of Wits deck if I've ever seen it.
Below Mortal Kombat, I think this is a bit of a powerhouse in black from my understanding of the old cards. Nantuko Shade is 2 black mana for an Insect Shade, 2/1, pay 1, and just give it +1/+1. But if you can dump a ton of black mana into it, it is potentially a huge threat.
Yeah, it's a built-in Howl of Terror or whatever that like alpha card.
Oh
was
yeah.
So early on.
Yep, that instant buff spell. Well, I also know that in like one of the more modern, like the Modern Horizon sets or something, they did like a retrain of this card, basically making a version of it that was like modern, more modern playable. So I feel like they wouldn't have done that unless this card was actually good.
Right.
Oh, my boy. No, my boy. Why?
Well.
Why? He also got my favorite art for him.
This is rare now too.
Yeah, so was Sarah Angel.
Damn.
That makes me sad. That's all right. I will avenge you, my child. I will avenge you.
Oh dear, you're gonna come in hot in this episode.
Yeah, I'm now invigorated.
Wait, what does Madness do? Madness seems to be
This is a new
of this deck.
mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Madness basically is if you discard the card, you can cast it for its Madness cost. So if you were to discard Arrogant Worm, then you could cast it for 3 mana and get a 4/4 trample. So I know you like your discard-y stuff, so maybe that Madness... I didn't actually know Madness was in the set, so...
That's kind of sweet.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Below that, I didn't realize this was an uncommon, which is really disgusting. Cabal Coffers. Staple black card. I'm pretty sure this card is... maybe it's only in Commander, really, to be honest. It's hard to say, but it's a land where you can pay 2 mana and tap it to get a black mana for each swamp you control.
Oh my god.
So it's
it's really good later on with Commander because there's a card called Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, which basically makes all lands swamps, and so you can get a lot of mana from it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so this is an expensive card. I think this is like a $50, $60, $70 card, and it's an uncommon. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it went down. I think they've reprinted it some recently, but
The lands are pretty okay as well.
oh yeah.
They don't come and play tap.
Yeah, they don't come and play tap. So if you're playing black and you get these, this is really good. Oh, we got more squirrel cards. So
Oh, Acorn Harvest. Yeah.
so if you want to put more squirrels in your deck, you can. Below that actually is actually there's two cards actually worth mentioning. Both commons. Basking Root Walla, which is a 1 green mana 1/1. And you can pay 2 mana to give it +2/+2 till the end of turn. You can play it only once per turn, but it has a mana cost of 0.
That's
so if you
pretty
can
sweet.
discard it, you just get a free creature.
Yeah.
And then being able to pump it to a 3/3 is pretty good for an early game rush. And then next to it's Cabal Ritual, which is kind of a dark ritual esque effect. It's 2 mana to get 3 mana, but if you have 7 cards in your graveyard with Threshold, instead you get 5 mana. It's 2 mana for 5 mana, which is
big ramp.
Yeah, I mean, if you could play dark rituals, Cabal Rituals, and you got some of those Nantuko shades, it could be pretty gnarly.
Pretty explosive, yeah.
Okay, so we got 2 cards. The card that was called out in the comment from last episode is Deep Analysis, which is 4 mana blue sorcery. Target player draws 2 cards. Then you can flashback it for 2 mana and paying 3 life. So pay 3 life, pay 2 mana to draw 2 cards.
Right.
I feel like it's a sorcery speed, so I feel like maybe this is better if you can get in your graveyard and just play for a flashback. But somebody called it out, so I'm sure it's probably good. we're not the best at analyzing all the time how a card can be good. I'm still trying to figure out Gush to this day. But yeah, calling that is Torment.
Yeah.
And you know what? Pretty cool set. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully one of us can spin black.
Yeah.
Or maybe, to be honest, we probably should have been like, oh, we both have to play black this episode. That would have been a fun gimmick. But
Yeah.
but it's okay. We could learn. We learn and we figure these things out. Maybe one of us will spin black and be able to play with all the powerful cards. Although to be honest, we could both play black regardless of what we spin. So
Exactly. You can still splash it in there.
splash it in there. So I can't wait to see Battle of Wits 2.0. And
Hey man, I got my Wheel of Fortune coming up. If I open 3 packs,
You
that
do.
could be 3 Battle of Wits.
it's true.
And we
That
just
is
made
true.
the deck 3 times better.
Will you choose a Battle of Wits as your rare wild card if you get it?
Probably not.
Okay. Fair.
It was
Well-
I'm glad I did it, but there's more sets, Battle of Wits reprints coming.
I feel like you could make a with our progression series pools. I feel like you could down the line maybe make a more streamlined and consistent Battle of Wits deck.
For sure. The big thing is getting more of them and then more ways of finding it. And then
Yeah.
if I can
exactly.
basically if you can slot in about like 20 cards that will basically end in you getting Battle of Wits,
Yeah.
it would probably be okay. But I think I had like 6 ways of getting it or something. So
Well, we you're down a game. It's 2-1, but we're still close. So if you can pick up this episode, then we'll be tied again. Well, Colin, I wish you the best of luck with your Torment pulls, and yeah, looking forward to seeing what kind of deck you come up with this time.
thank you, and obviously you as well. And also glad you're healthy again.
My health brings your despair. Oh wait, no, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Some leftover Phyrexian oil. I hope we can have a ceremonious
Oh my God.
result to this episode.
Okay,
Anyways,
calm down.
I'll catch you later.
See you on the flip side. All right, so we lost last game, albeit somewhat unjustly, but that is acknowledging also my fault for not reading the card and instigating the rules on it. But here we are. We got Wheel of Fortune. We're gonna spin. Obviously, we would love to get another Battle of Wits if possible, although I don't know if I could spend a rare wild card on it, but we'll see. Oh, I right-clicked accidentally, but I guess here we go. I'm gonna click a few more times and we'll see what we get. All right, uncommon times 2, uncommon times 2. Let's do some investigating and see what we got. Okay, so I didn't realize, but Diabolic Tutor is an uncommon. So I think we're going to grab 2 of those. I think it's a pretty sweet pickup. I'm pretty sure it gets printed later on, but there's no guarantee that we'll get it. So I think this bumps our Diabolic Tutor up to 3 from last episode, if I remember. But yeah, I think it's a strong pick for an uncommon, and we got to take advantage of those while we can as things start to slowly shift into the rare and mythic rare position. The other mention that I was thinking of getting was actually Buried Alive, because that is another uncommon. But I think overall Diabolic Tutor is going to be better in more decks. Good card to have.
All right, everyone, we are back here with the Wooberg's Wheel, and if I could ask for anything this episode, it would be to roll black or white, so that I can fulfill my destiny as Sarah's champion and strike Colin down with the black deck. Now, I think the ultimate goal would be next episode, then I get the solid just mono white, and then we get the five color Monty, but let's not make you wait any longer. I'm gonna give it a few clicks. We'll see what my destiny is. It has been foretold.
All right, so now that we've done our Wheel of Fortune, we got to move on to our Wooberg's Wheel. Obviously, looking for black this time because there's so many black cards, but let's see what fate has in store for us. Oh, just squeezing in there. And we got black for our color this episode, so let's see what we open. A lot of discard themed stuff, which is exciting for me because we do have kind of a bit of a discard template going on. But let's see what we open. Hopefully we get some inspiration and we can get right to building a deck.
All right, we are here with the packs Torment, 18 packs, half a box, split with Colin. We rolled black, which is the premier color in this set. So regardless of what we get, we're probably going to get something we want to play out of here. So let's start her off, and already, right off the bat, black rare, Mortal Kombat. We talked about it in the set review. Hopefully that made the cut, but Mortal Kombat's a 4-mana enchantment, and if you have 20 or more creature cards in your graveyard, you win the game on your upkeep. So it's kind of a Battle of Wits-esque effect. I actually think this is doable. 20 cards though, honestly, we usually play about 20 creatures or so. That'd basically be all our creatures in our decks, so it might be a bit of a challenge. However, if we can get a lot of mill and stuff, maybe we could play a deck around this later down the road. Also, would help to have multiple copies of it, because this sort, as we saw with the Battle of Wits deck, very hard to kind of get a win con like this unless you have that.
All right, here on the Torment screen, art is pretty intense. I don't know what that guy is, but he's looking at a light and it doesn't look good. And let's just hop right into it and open some of these packs. Wow, right out the gate, got a Cabal Coffers. I mean, that is a good omen if I've ever seen one. Also getting in a multicolor land. The Nantuko Blight Cutter is just a protection from black card, but it gets +1/+1 for each black permanent my opponent controls. Could be a good tech against black card, who knows?
All right, next pack here. Oh my god, that's our 3rd red rare in a row. That's very unlikely to happen, but Grim Lavamancer, not the worst one to get. Like I said, 1 mana, 1/1, can basically remove cards in your graveyard from the game to deal 2 damage. Not a bad card in certain decks. You know, just having the ability to ping something for 2 damage or the player isn't bad. Otherwise, we got Carrion Worm, attacks or blocks. Any player may remove 3 cards in their graveyard. Deals no combat damage. Not great. Nothing really else in this pack, but Grim Lavamancer, pretty good card.
All right, we got some Arrogant Worm. Madness costs seem to be really good. It'd be interesting to try to play a Madness deck.
No! God, please, no!
All right, so we had a freeze again. This is all Grizzy Ghost's fault, which we might have to end up playing now because he's tormenting our OBS recordings.
Next card here. All right, we got the Icarid and also another land. Anything else worth mentioning? Faceless Butcher's pretty cool as well. Icarid's a 4-mana 3/1 with haste. At the end of your turn, you have to sacrifice it. And at the beginning of your upkeep, if it's in your graveyard, you can remove a black creature in your graveyard to return it back to the battlefield. So kind of an aggressive black card. Not too bad, not too bad. All right, we're going into our next pack here. Okay, Angel of Retribution. If we're playing the black and white deck and we got another Angel, can't complain. It's a 7-mana 5/5 flying in first strike. So just kind of a chunky creature. I definitely would play this, I think. We're playing black, you know, we get cards like Dark Ritual, so we could maybe power into one of these on like a turn 3 or 4. That would really be hard for Colin to deal with.
Ooh, Faceless Butcher, which is pretty nice. Like to see those. Just, I think it's a good black creature. Can definitely use it in some sort of tech. Ooh, Quaxus's Champion. So I think this card is great. I don't know how everyone else feels about it, but 6 mana, 6/3, and when it comes into play, it deals that 6th life. You can regenerate it when it leaves play, though. Your opponent gets to heal that back. but 6 mana, 6 damage, even for like a burn card, that's pretty good. Let alone you get a 6/3 that can regenerate on the field. Seems like a lot of value stacked into one card.
All right, next pack here, we get Insidious Dreams. 4 mana, additional cost to play it. You can discard any amount of cards from your hand. Search your library for X cards, then shuffle your library and put those cards on top of it in any order. Okay, so this is like a weird tutor effect that stacks the top of your deck. Honestly, not terrible. The fact that you can basically, let's say, pay 4 mana, cast this, discard 3 cards from your hand, and then stack your deck with the 3 cards you'll need to win the game. I actually think there's some possibility of this being used. Other than that, not much really shouting out to me in the pack here, but yeah, no, that's actually kind of interesting. We might have to look into playing that today. All right, next pack here, what do we got? Another Grim Lavamancer. Okay, we also got a 3rd Cabal Rituals, so that's pretty nice. And a 2nd or 3rd Far Wandering, so that's cool too. I think the 2nd Grim Lavamancer is actually pretty good. If we wanted to play kind of a red style, you know, Spell Slinger deck, or, you know, maybe just a burn deck, I think Grim Lavamancer, having more than 1 copy of these is actually pretty strong. Yeah, no, I'm not unhappy to see that.
I noticed we're getting a lot of Nantuko cultivators as well. I think I mentioned them earlier, but I think this is our 3rd one now, so we almost have a play set, which is pretty exciting. And you know the rule, if we get 4, we gotta play it. So we might end up having to play Golgari after this. Nice, more Arrogant Worm. We also see an Angel of Retribution this time. You know, Orhov isn't out of the question, because I'm pretty sure we've gotten a few Tainted Fields as well, which is good support for that. You know, maybe we fight Orhov against Orhov if Kieran really is going to go down that Sarah Angel wheel that he's working on.
Okay, so we got this green Gurzigost. It's 5 mana, 6/8. And basically you have to put cards from your graveyard back to your library to keep it. But you can also discard a card to basically have its damage dealt to the player as if it weren't blocked. So for 5 mana, you basically get a creature that can, for all intents and purposes, hit in for 6 damage every turn unblocked, as long as you keep that 2 mana up. So not bad. You just have to make sure you have those cards in your graveyard. Oh shit! Oh, we got Cabal Coffers. I didn't even see this card. Okay. I like I said it before, I don't think Cabal Coffers is great in our series. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. Do you think Cabal Coffers is good in our series? How can we use and abuse this one? It's much better in Commander because you have a lot more time to set up the swamps and the combos you need. Cool to have that in the collection. Hopefully we can pick up another copy or 2. Also, we got the Root Walla. I actually think this card's pretty good in an aggressive green deck. Well, we got a second one of these Cephalid Empresses. More excitingly though, we have a second Cabal Coffers. So, you know, if there is some way to use these in the future, then we at least have a couple copies of them.
Ooh, okay, we're getting some Acorn Harvests, which is nice to see. More Squirrel Tech for the Hermit. Okay, so Nostalgic Dreams is interesting. I think that every color has a version of this. But as an additional cost to play it, you discard X cards from your hand and return X cards from your graveyard to your hand. Remove it from the game. So that's really good for getting Madness out there and also reloading your hand with some good stuff. For 2 mana, it's a sorcery, which is a little rough because you're going to have 2 mana less to work with. But you could be discarding some pretty wild Madness cards and then reloading your hand with a bunch of stuff that could also be very useful.
All right, next pack here. Oh, we got Chainer. Very cool. So Chainer is a 5 mana 3/3, gives all your nightmares +1/+1, which probably isn't relevant. But you can pay 3 mana and 3 life to put a creature from a graveyard, any graveyard, into play under your control. Okay, it's black, it becomes a nightmare, so it would be able to buff it. When he leaves play, you remove all nightmares from the game. So kind of cool. He's a little expensive, but the ability to just basically recur any creature from the graveyard for 3 mana and 3 life, it's pretty powerful. So if your opponent doesn't have a way to deal with Chainer, it could really get out of control very quickly. We got our like 6th Cabal Ritual, maybe our 2nd or 3rd Faceless Butcher. Yeah, pretty cool. Maybe we'll have to play Chainer today.
Ooh, so Kieran mentioned this card earlier is the Nantuko Shade, the 2/2 or 2/1 2 swamps with the Howl of Terror on it. It's just a card that you gotta respect because it can blow you out of the water from nowhere, especially when we still have Dark Rituals and other ways of getting tons of swamps into our pool very suddenly. It's nice to get one. It might just kind of be an auto include at this point. We'll have to see how it goes.
All right, I think this is our last pack. The last few packs I've opened haven't been great. Nothing to write home about. We have like 100 million Cabal Rituals now, but hopefully we can get something cool in the end here. Yeah, that was our last pack. So we got our millionth Cabal Ritual, but we also got Reborn Hero. 0. Attacking has vigilance, 3 mana 2/2. And if there's 7 cards in the graveyard, when it's put into a graveyard, you can pay 2 to return it back to play under your control. Not terrible, you know, if he dies and you have enough cards in your graveyard, you can basically bring him back for 2 mana. Otherwise, nothing really else in this pack. I didn't get any of those deep analysis cards we were looking at. Oh, maybe I'll have to double check to see if I did, but I didn't notice any. Yeah, I don't know. I think like Torment, I feel like we definitely didn't get the best Torment pulls that we could have, considering, you know, all the cards we were looking at during the set review. But we did get some cool cards. I think having the Cabal rituals is really neat. I'm looking forward to trying these out. Some sort of thresholdy, I think we could really go with that black and white strategy. I just have to debate whether I want to make the black and white sort of sacrifice cards or sacrifice creature strategy that I've done in the past. I think that maybe just a standard reanimation style, big mana, big creature kind of strategy could work. It's a little boring, so we're gonna have to see what we have in our collection, and I'll catch you guys in the deck tech.
Oh, wow. Another Nantuko Cultivator. Do we have a playset of these guys? I'll have to double check. But if you know the rule, maybe we're playing Golgari today, regardless of what we got. Another Faceless Butcher. Okay, things are shaping up. Another Restless Dreams. I think we might have a playset of these guys now, so things are looking up. Might not be the best pulls ever. I'm sure it could have been better, but I'm pretty happy with what we got. I guess I'll see you guys after the deck building process. We'll see if any patrons are around to give me some support, or if it's Kieran's turn to get a little more support. But either way, we appreciate all the patrons that help us out in what we do. For now, it's just great to kind of build that little community and have people participate in all the deck building. All right, I'll see you guys on the other side.
All right, we are here, and does Black White Sarah not feel good? I have to say, black and white might be one of my favorite color pairings, so this is a fun one for me. I had a hard time cutting cards out of this deck, so I think it has a lot of potential, a lot of power in it. We're gonna have to see if Colin is up to snuff to deal with it. So starting off from the top, we've got Memory Jar and Soul Ring, just some really strong artifacts. Memory Jar in particular is extremely good because it puts cards into our graveyard, which is where we want them to be. It in fact almost by itself can activate the threshold to allow 7 cards in your graveyard. So this is quite a good card in our deck, I think. We're kind of aiming for a bit of a high mana, high creature value deck. Just get a lot of good mid-range play, I think. So in our creatures, we have 18 creatures. Honestly, I had like 22, 24 creatures, but when I started cutting cards, some of them came out of the creature slot. Maybe that wasn't the right move, but to be honest, it was really hard to cut cards. Let me know down in the comments what you think. We started off with an Angel of Retribution, 7 mana, 5/5 flying first strike. I'll jump over and talk about Sarah Angels, our classic card, make the deck. Warrior Angel, 3/4 for 6, but it gets lifelink and flying. And then we have Selenia Dark Angel. I actually have 2 copies of this. I ended up cutting one. She's a legend, so you can only have one of her on the battlefield anyways. 5 mana, 3/3 flying, counts as an angel because this is before the legends had creature types. And you can pay 2 life to bounce her to your hand. So if she is ever in danger, you can always bring her back. To round up the rest of our creatures, we have 1 Cackling Witch, which is this weird little card that you can dump mana into to give a creature +X/+0. So I thought it might be cool. We have Chainer, which is just a really good card to dump black mana into and take all of Colin's creatures. We've got Masticores, which are able to discard cards into our graveyard and also just pump mana into. Necrotal's just great 4 mana black removal spell. 2 Phyrexian Gargantuas, really strong, 6 mana 4/4s, lets you draw 2 cards. 4 Phyrexian Ragers, which are 3 mana 2/2s that let you draw a single card. And that rounds up our creatures. So we just have a lot of good value creatures that we'll really want to bring back from our graveyard when we use them. So for our enchantment package, we actually have 3 Necromancy. I cut 1 just to get us a little bit more space. We have some other cards to bring back our creatures, so it's not the end of the world. We also have the 2 Parallax Waves now. It's becoming a bit of a give me to just put this in our white decks. It's a very strong card, but in this deck it actually works really well because of a strategy that we'll get into in a bit here. But we also have 2 Shades Form. I wanted to bring in 4 of these because I think they're cool. They're 3 mana enchantments. When the enchanted creature is put into a graveyard, you get to return it back to your battlefield, so that's cool. But it also gives the creature a way to dump black mana in to pump it up. And so I think this is a really good card in this deck, and I kind of feel like there should be more of them. But again, really hard to cut cards out of this deck. Instant spells, we only have the 2 Cabal Rituals. I ended up cutting 2 out because I just think Dark Ritual is better. But Cabal Ritual can be a 2 mana for 5, so that's pretty strong. Miraculous Recovery is our other way of getting creatures back at instant speed. So we have Necromancy, Miraculous Recovery, as well as when we go down to our sorceries, 2 Living Deaths. So when we're looking at Parallax Wave actually is able to remove our creatures that are on board so that when we use Living Death, they don't actually get killed. So that's one combo. Another combo is stuff like Memory Jar, other cards like Masticore, discarding creatures creatures into our discard pile, and then Living Death to just bring back a huge army. We also have Buried Alive, which will put 3 cards into our graveyard, and then Living Death will be able to bring those back as well. Haven't played this card in a while, but I think it's very strong, and we'll be able to blow Cullen out of the water with it. For lands, we just have Core Havens, an Urborg, Volrath Stronghold, Wasteland, and then our sideboard, we have Tormont's Crypt, which can really hose his graveyard strategies, Faceless Butcher for more removal, Mother of Runes to protect our creatures, or of Silence against artifacts and enchantments, same with Seal of Cleansing, a Worship in case he's playing really aggro, and then Wrath of God if he's going wide. So we finally get to our final flavor of Sarah, black and white, corrupted goth Sarah, I guess. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this against Colin and seeing how the deck does. Wish me luck.
So, with the lovely help of one of our patrons, we've managed to make a deck that is black because we roll black on the Wooburg's wheel. It's a Golgari black-green deck. Generally speaking, fairly mid-range, but where it's mostly a creature kind of beatdown deck. Trying to make the most of madness costs. So we have Arrogant Worms, and we have Basking Rootwallas with madness costs, while we have cards that will force us to discard, being the Putrid Imps and the Wild Mongrels. So for those of you that don't know, if you are forced to discard a card with madness, you can pay its madness cost and play it instead. So it's a good way to accelerate some early pressure into a mid-game kind of bop. Is what we're going for. Then we have kind of a removal kit consisting largely of Diabolic Edicts mixed in with Faceless Butchers and a bit more lockdown of Mesmeric Fiends. So something that I did not know that was very kindly pointed out to me is that with Ashnod's Altar, you can use a way to stack these triggers in which you don't get the return happening. So for example, when Faceless Butcher comes into play, you can remove target creature other than Faceless Butcher from the game, and then there's a trigger of when Faceless Butcher leaves, return the removed card from play under its owner's control. Now with Ashnod's Altar, you can actually sacrifice the Faceless Butcher before the other resolves because it's an instant speed, so you end up just kind of like nuking a creature. Same with Mesmeric Fiend as well, same thing, because the second iteration will happen before the first iteration, therefore the card has no downside really. Anyways, we have a little tech there. Also, it's generating mana for us to play bigger things. We have Avatar of Might hanging out, and then I believe besides that, it's really the Arrogant Worms. We also have a Nan Tuco Shade that we added in there, so it's going to be a bit more of a mid-rangey beatdown. We don't want to play too long. We don't want to play a super fast game either. Besides that, we have a few reanimate effects. We have a Hymn to Tolrak for a bit more lockdown, Chainer's Edict as well, kind of doubling down on that. We have Pernicious Dead to kind of act as a board wipe if things get a little too out of control, and then we have a very kind of like diverse playing sideboard. Tormont's Crypt, because black seems to be the color of the week, so having that on deck could be really good against Kieran's deck. We have the Orangutans to destroy some artifacts. We have Hidden Gibbons to kind of maybe counter a faster deck using instants and sorceries. We have Mortophobia, which is a bit of an interesting one, but it forces discards to remove target cards from graveyards. So if Kieran's playing graveyard tech, I thought it could be an interesting one to throw in there. We have Phyrexian Arena if we want more card draw. We have Strength of Lunacy, and I put this in because it's a madness card, but also Kieran's been playing a lot of white. So if I can get creatures of protection from white, it won't even matter if he has stronger angels. He just won't be able to block my creatures coming in. We also have terrors in case he's not playing black. We can up the ante on our kill spells. Hurricanes in case he's playing a heavy flying deck with angels. Overwhelming Forces was kind of thrown in here last moment because it is like if the game goes too long, it's a big reset and a big kind of clap back of momentum for me if I can get it off. Besides that, there's Tranquilities just in case he decides to go enchantments to kind of slow his crazy enchantment kit down. But yeah, we're kind of just covering a lot of bases with a pretty solid mid-range deck, so hopefully we're able to be dynamic enough through this 3-game series to really stick it out. All right, I'll see you guys in the game. We'll see what Kieran has for us.
I hope you're prepared, Colin,
Maybe.
because this deck is fierce.
Uh-oh.
It's a fierce deck.
It's spooky. You usually come in and you're like, I don't know.
This is
maybe
I'm
we'll
not okay.
see.
I'll say I'm not super confident in that. Like I feel like maybe the strategies I'm going for could have been more well optimized, but I still think there's a lot of good cards in the deck. So
A little nasty. Okay.
a little nasty.
Okay.
So I hope you're ready.
Yes.
But we have to shout out our patrons, Colin. Shout out to B Series and Nate Threat, long-standing supporters of the channel. channel.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you very
And
much.
Colin, let's shuffle up and roll here. I'm
Yeah.
going to not draw 7. I'm not going to draw 20 cards. Oh my god, he rolled a crit. All
Is
right,
it good
you know
enough
what?
though?
I believe 18 to your 20.
Damn, that was a
Ooh.
good time to use a 20.
This is good. This is good. All right, Colin. Well, best of luck.
Yeah, I'll be going first.
You're going first? All right. Sounds good. Let's see what we get here. You have 3 mulligan points to my 3 mulligan points, so we're finally evened out.
Damn, it's all the hard work I put into trying to get the Battle of Wits deck to work.
Fair.
Ooh,
How you feeling about your hand?
I don't know.
I
You know
really
what?
like this deck.
I'll keep.
You're gonna keep? I'm gonna keep as well. I think this, if I can draw the right cards, I can really
Okay.
put the pressure on.
Got you. Pressure on, huh?
Make it so, number 1.
All right, I will. I guess I'm not drawing, but I will play. You know what? I'm just gonna reveal 2 colors in one go.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no, it's dumb, isn't it? No, it's not. Okay, so I had to double check a mana cost. I will play a Tainted Wood.
Oh, hang on. I gotta start. I gotta start the clock. Yeah.
Alright.
Ooh, green and black.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'll pass turn there, sir.
Sounds good to me. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Okay, it's not terrible. We're gonna go and play. Let's see who is the better black player, Colin.
Okay, of course. I mean, we all knew it was coming.
And I will tap my swamp to cast the best of
Oh
Soul
my god,
Rings.
the best
So-
black card.
The best black card, Soul Ring. I'll pass to you.
Okay. I would love to see my Soul Rings. It's been a couple games.
It has
Keep
been a
draw.
while.
Main 1. Oh, I might have made a.
To be
bad
fair, you were
accident.
never gonna draw them in your last.
That's
Yeah,
true, and the
that's-
last one was a bit of a wash. I will pay 2.
Sure.
I think I'll play a Mesmeric Fiend.
Ooh, nightmares,
Hmm.
horrors. Oh my.
So I'm gonna target you, and you have to reveal your hand, and I can choose a non-land card from it. Remove that card from the game.
Oh, okay. I don't like that.
I want to
Do
see
not-
what's going on here.
Do not like.
Get some early intel. Let's see him.
All right, there you go.
Oh.
Welcome to Goth Sarah.
Oh my god, Goth Sarah. Did you actually
Best
roll
Sarah.
white or?
I rolled black.
Wow.
It was meant to be.
Damn. I also rolled black.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I was so close to getting red and it just squeaked by.
Torment indeed.
Yeah.
I am light. I am dark. I must give my life to serve. Not even death can release me. Like my little Selenia Dark Angel.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy metal. I'm gonna grab your Phyrexian Rager, but I can't grab it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just gonna deny you your next turn play.
That is a fair choice.
And then that will be there for now. It's
Sure.
removed from game until that. And then I'll pass turn there.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Let's throw down the planes that you already know about. And then we will pass to you, unfortunately. You got the play there.
Okay, sweet. Untap,
got the tempo.
upkeep, draw, main 1, play a swamp. Oh, this is tough. Your deck. Oh, I'm curious to see how this is gonna play out. Very curious. I think I'm going to 1, 2, 3. Do I want to do this actually? I'm gonna tap 3 and play Pernicious Deed.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And then I guess I'll go to combat and try to get some free damage in.
All right, I'll take 1.
All right, and then I'll pass turn to you.
Funny enough, Pernicious Deed will get rid of your guy too, so hypothetically. Oh, I guess you could just get rid of my Soul Ring. It's a little annoying. All right, untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I mean, let's just throw down this Volrath Stronghold.
Okay.
And we'll go 1, 2, 3. May as well do this while I have the mana. Let's go with Selenia Dark Angel. 3/3
Damn.
flyer. Pay 2 life to bounce her back to my hand.
It's pretty good.
I'll pass to you.
All right, I will untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Oh, that's not good. I've missed a land drop.
I love to hear it.
Do I get rid of the Soul Ring? I think it actually weirdly might be worth it, because if I'm not hitting lands, I need to slow you down or I'm just going to lose real quick.
Fair assessment. Also, it would then not get rid of your fiend. So.
Yeah, it's another big one. So I will tap 1 and then sack the Pernicious,
Sure.
blowing up all 1 mana cost things.
Lands too, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. I mean, honestly, it would be the worst for me. I would have fucked up my order of play because I'm going to play a Nantuko Shade.
Oh, we got the shade.
And then I will pass turn there.
Okay.
See if you want to attack. She doesn't have vigilance, right?
No. Unfortunately not. She's a little overcosted, to be honest.
It's cool though.
Untap.
Looks
Yeah,
cool.
she's cool. Upkeep, draw, main one. I actually have 2 of her, but I only ended up playing 1.
Oh, it's a Tempest card. Damn.
Yeah.
Back in the archives, eh?
Yeah, lost in the sauce here. Let's throw down a Core Haven. Try to slow you down a bit. And then... Oh, no. Oh, no.
What is going on? I'm trying to read Corehaven. You keep moving it around.
Hey, you'll never know. Core Haven can pay 2 to prevent all combat damage from an attacking creature.
Okay.
So we're going to go combat, and I'm going to swing at you for 3.
All right, I'll take 3.
Sounds good. And then I will, unfortunately, pass to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Oy, oy, oy. It's not quite the situation I want to be in. Deck not working the way I want it to.
I mean, not having 4 mana is probably not helping.
Yeah, I'll go and swing.
Okay. I will Core Haven the Shade, and then I'll take 1.
Okay. On main 2, I will cast Hymn to Torok
Oh my god.
on you.
On me. Yeah. That's really annoying. Okay. Damn.
At random, hey? 2
Yeah.
memory? Oh, I thought it was like 2 memory jars? And for Gargantua. Nice. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'll pass turn to you after that.
Interestingly, that might be good for me. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Probably some reanimation,
Main
hey?
1. I'll play a swamp. And
Okay.
let's go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll hit you for 3 in the air.
Okay.
Some good old magic here.
Yeah, good old.
And then
It's the 2-step.
yeah. And then in main phase 2, I'm going to pay 2 life
Mm-hmm.
and bring back the angel.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pay 5 mana, and I am going to cast Living Death.
Okay.
So each creature in play is sacrificed, and then each creature in the graveyard is returned back to the battlefield. So you don't have any creatures in your graveyard, so you don't get anything.
Sheesh,
But I
that's
do
bad.
get my Gargantua.
And you get your Rager in your hand.
I get the Phyrexian. Oh, and I get the Rager in my hand. Yep. And
Sheesh,
so when
y'all.
Phyrexian Gargantua enters the battlefield, I lose 2 more life, and I draw 2 cards.
Damn.
I'll pass to you. That's quite a swing of tempo.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out of this one. At least I got another land. That's good. It's
Okay,
a start.
nice.
It's a start.
It's a start. It's a start.
You're
You're playing black. I'm sure you have some removal.
One would think.
I like Gargantua's flavor text. I noticed it earlier. It's other Phyrexians have nightmares about the Gargantua.
God, this is brutal. This is another. The lands are not in my favor.
Not in your favor. Some green, heavy cost green cards in your hands.
Yeah, and I don't have that many in my deck, but it's just that situation. Unfortunately, I have to pass.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Throw down another swamp.
I envy hitting your land drops.
It's been pretty nice. How do we want to do this? I guess we'll go 1, 2, 3, and I'll play a Phyrexian Rager.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll lose a life and draw a card. Ooh, that's pretty nice. All right, we'll go 1 and cast Dark Ritual to get 3 black mana.
Mm-hmm.
I will use 2 of those black mana to cast Cabal Ritual to gain 3 black mana.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will pay 4 black mana, 5, 6. Actually, let's just start with 3. Cast another Phyrexian Rager.
Okay.
So I'm gonna lose a life and draw a card.
Yeah.
And then I think I'm gonna do this actually with these other 3 mana. I'm gonna cast Shade's Form on one of my Ragers. So
Okay.
this is an enchantment. Enchant creatures pay 1 black mana, gives it the Nantuko Shade ability, which is really good. And in addition to that, when it's put into the graveyard, when it dies, you return it back to your battlefield.
Damn.
Kind of a sleeper hit, I think.
Shades form. Interesting. Okay.
Actually, yeah, let's not put all my eggs in one basket on the Gargantua. And then we'll go combat here, and I'll swing for 4.
Okay. I'll take 4.
All right, pass to you. It's
right.
quite the bell word you have to deal with.
Keep, draw. I know. Main 1. Oh my God. Thank you.
Okay,
got
got
a
the
forest.
forest.
So I think it's too little too late though.
Green Wrath
unfortunately.
of God.
Hey man, you never know. This feels so bad. 3, 4, 5. Arrogant worm. Hard cast.
The arrogant worm.
I will pass turn to you.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw.
This is so funny. I
Man.
have like so very few cards that cost 5 or more mana, but I have them like all in my hand.
All in your hand?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
Hot
That's
damn.
the way it be sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't kill you this turn with the blocker. So let's
Unless you can kill the blocker.
you know what? I'm gonna try to get some more information out of you before you die.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go 3 mana and I'm gonna cast Necromancy. And I'm gonna target your Mesmeric Fiend.
Oh, okay.
And then when that enters, I'm gonna look at your hand.
That is
I
unfortunate.
wanna see what you're up to.
Because you just got a 4th creature. That's very unfortunate.
Oh, Memory Jar, eh? Lurgoyf, Avatar of Might. Yeah. I think
Very
the
unfortunate.
Avatar of Might has to be the one.
Okay. There you go, sir.
Okay. And then
I think you might have it now.
let's go combat. I'm just gonna start swinging.
Can only pump it up 2 anyways. I'll block the big boy.
Big boy. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll trade with that, and then I'll pump my. Actually, I won't pump. So I'll just deal 4.
Okay.
And then main 2, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and cast Phyrexian Rager.
Oh my god, these Phyrexian Ragers are huge.
They're really nice.
Yeah.
Pay a life, draw cards, and then
Wish
pass
I
to
was
you.
playing some burn now. Tap, keep draw, and 1. Oh my god, this is just such the wrong order to get any of these cards in.
Oh no.
Can I survive? I think technically I can.
Yeah, you just have to block the one with the enchantment, technically.
Yeah. It's still so bad though. Play Basking Root
Oh,
Walla.
it's the Root Walla. Nice.
No, fast turn.
Okay.
I think I might just be outclassed here.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. I think I'm gonna force the scoop here.
Okay.
I'm gonna wasteland your forest. Oh, non-basic land. Sorry, tainted one.
Okay, I'm gonna tap it and then I'll give +2/+2 to the Root Walla.
Sure. All right. You know what? I respect you're not scooping yet. Let's.
Hey, you never know.
You never know. It's true. Let's go. You know what? Let's just put in overwhelming pressure. I'm gonna cast Necromancy and bring back my Phyrexian Gargantua.
Okay.
So lose 2, draw 2. I'll play a Plains.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll move to combat, and we are going to swing in with the Ragers.
Okay. Root Walla will block the enchanted one.
Sure. Yeah. I didn't bring. I should have left 1 more black mana. It's okay. I'll pump it so that we trade.
Okay.
All right.
And then
And then it
I'll
comes back.
Yeah.
It comes back, and then I draw a card and lose a life.
Yeah.
All right. Pass to you. Do or
It's funny
die.
because there is a card in my deck that could kill you right now. Untap.
That's spooky. Don't say
keep.
that. Don't say
Draw. Oh, that's not it.
that. Well, one of these days we're gonna have that anime moment.
Yeah. I think that's that. My mana drawing was not favorable to me that game.
Yeah.
In the slightest. Yeah, that's a scoopy scoop from
All
here.
right.
I'm not gonna show
Game
you what's
2.
in my hand
That's
now.
fair.
So
Yeah. Deny me some info.
yeah.
All right. I'll catch you in
Yeah.
game 2. I hope you
Yeah.
can. I want to see what your deck's made of.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully I'll get a chance to play it.
All right. I'll see you then.
See ya. All right, so the sideboard was pretty hard for me to decide, and I mean, let me know if you guys think I'm making bad decisions or not. But I think it was necessary to put on the Torment's Crypts in just to slow down any shenanigans that Kieran's going on with reanimating. Also, there's 0 mana, so that's nice. And I also decided to put in some Strength of Lunacy, which might end up being quite good against his white creatures. Also, it's Madness. I did take out the Avatar of Might and the Tuco Shade, which is a lot of stopping power, but I think it might work. I also took out Nostalgic Dreams and Hymn of Totorok. Hymn to Totorok sucks. I think it might be a bad play to do that, but I think Nostalgic Dreams is a little too slow. I'm gonna try to be going a little faster, just because I think Kieran's deck kind of starts to outclass me a bit in the late game, is what it seems. But hopefully this is a good balance. I still think we have a lot of potential. I just really need to make sure I either get a Putrid Imp or a Wild Mongrel in my opening hand and some sort of Madness card so that I can put enough pressure in the early game and then really flip the script from the game 1. So I think that's the goal, and then hopefully the rest of this kit will start to balance itself out. But yeah, let's see what Kieran has for us, and hopefully we can bounce back, because that game 1 was kind of brutal.
All right, we were able to secure game 1, and unfortunately Colin wasn't able to draw the lands that he needed, but we did get a pretty good set of cards, and I think we were able to prove out the strength of the deck. I did swap out the 2 Necrotals because they target non-black creatures with Faceless Butchers for a little bit of extra removal, just in a better you know, in case he plays any big black creatures. We didn't really see any from him though, so we'll have to see. Necrotal still might be good against stuff like his Avatar. But we also brought in 2 Tormod's Crypt. I don't think Colin has too many graveyard-based things to do anymore, but I think it's still good to do in conjunction with the Living Death. Basically blow out his graveyard, and then he doesn't get anything from Living Death. So I took those in, and I removed a Shade Form and a Cabal Ritual just to kind of shave off some cards. So let's see how we do in game 2. I think we got it. Colin, I came here with a plan, and I'm executing on it.
Yeah,
It's how much can you become tormented
Oh, I was
by your own
gonna.
deck?
I was gonna say you picked up a lot of friends when you had COVID.
It's true. A lot of Phyrexians
Yeah, a lot of
are
Phyrexian
hanging out.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not too bad, you know. You gotta drink with them, you know, and
What
they
are
open up to you a bit.
drinking?
And listen, I don't drink shame people, right?
Oh.
So I'm gonna assume you're going first.
Yes, please. I need all
Alright,
the help I can get.
Hopefully this time you can actually have 2 forests. So best of luck.
Thank you, thank you. I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to mulligan this.
You're mulliganing.
Yeah.
This is a tough one. I will mulligan as well.
I mean, I can probably play with this. It's kind of risky though.
Is it worth the risk? This is a This is the game. You know, the ultimate game.
It's true. I mean, it's fine. I will move this
You're
to
gonna
the
keep?
bottom. Yeah, of my library.
Okay. I will also keep.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna. It's a choice between this or this. I think I will keep this.
Fuck,
and put this.
I went against what I said I would do in my deck. This isn't gonna end well.
Oh no.
Oh well.
Okay. All right. So that goes the bottom, and it's your turn.
All right. I will start off by
Show me what you got.
playing Forest.
Sounds
and
legit.
I'm gonna throw a Tormod's Crypt in there. Pass to you.
Oh, look at you.
All
right.
I'm on to you.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw, main one. I mean, that's a good sideboard card. Let's go with a swamp and a little card I like to call Soul Ring.
Oh my god, you always get soul rings.
I have, to be fair, I have 3, so I have
2.
more than you. I know, but it does make it way more likely for me to get
That's
one.
true.
I'll pass to you. I didn't have one in my opening hand.
Okay,
think.
draw main one. Well, I will play a swamp, and then I will play a putrid imp. Little stinky boy.
1 mana, 1/1, discard a card, gain flying, threshold, +1/+1 can't block. Okay.
Pass turn to you.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. That's hilarious. You know what, Colin?
Another
I liked your
soul.
I like your play so much. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna cast Tormod's Crypt,
Okay, cool. Sweet.
and then I'll play Plains. And I think I'm gonna put the pressure on here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna cast a card that you haven't seen in a hot minute. Masticore.
Whoa.
4/4. Beginning of upkeep. I have to discard a card. Pay 2. Deal 1 damage to a creature. Pay 2 to regenerate.
That
Pretty
sucks for the imp.
Sucks for the imp. Pass to you.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. Okay. I mean, I'll play Forest, which is nice.
I love how much muscle the Masticore has.
It's copious.
It's a very muscular beast.
Man, this is the Soul Ring, man. The Soul Ring kills me.
Soul Ring kills you.
I don't know. I guess I'll go to discard a card, and I'll discard the Basking Rootwalla and pay 0 for its madness cost.
Oh, look at that combo!
And with the flying, I'll attack you for 1.
all right, I'll take 1. That's a good, nice little tech.
Yeah. I'll pass turn there. 'Cause
All
I
right.
ain't got a fancy Soul Ring.
Hey, to be fair, I'm only 1 mana up on you at this point. Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll be 2 mana up when I play a land,
I was
but
gonna say.
oh, I have to discard a card.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna discard. Guess I'll get rid of Volrath Stronghold.
Damn, doesn't even need land anymore. Look at him go.
Main one. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, it's a little thing. I think we're gonna go combat, and I'll swing for 4.
Can deal up to 2 damage. It's fine. I'll take 4.
Okay.
No blockers.
Sounds
I
good. Sounds
suppose.
good. Main 2. I'm going to pay 2 mana and ping off your imp.
Okay.
And then weirdly, I think I'm gonna pass.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. Interesting.
At least this is a closer game than the last one.
Yeah. I mean, I just missed a land drop, so we'll see how.
Oh,
long this lasts.
Dude, you're cursed.
I know.
3 mana again.
I have
How many lands are you running?
21 and 2 soul rings.
Okay, I'm running 19 and 3 soul rings, so it's about
Damn.
the same.
Damn.
But I have all the dark ritual stuff too, right? So,
Right.
to be honest, I'm kind of surprised you're not running dark ritual.
Or am
Maybe
I?
you are.
It sucks that you can do that in response to everything. Makes my job quite a bit harder.
That is true. Yeah, you can't really use the root walla aggressively.
Yeah.
What a cute little guy.
It's just hanging out.
Just chilling.
God, this sucks, man. Masticore is good.
It's a good card. Strong
It's
card.
handcuffing me. Pass turn.
All right. Untap. Upkeep. I have to discard. I think I'm gonna discard Living Death
Interesting. Okay.
because you have Torment's Crypt anyways. So
true.
that's kind of hoses it. And then I'll go draw main one. Oh, oh, that makes me sad. Okay. I think we go to combat. And I think I swing for 4. Big boy.
Big boy. Can I take another 4? Sure, I'll take 4.
All right. Perfect. Falling right into my trap. That
Fireball.
trap. Yeah, I just dump red. Pass.
Oh my god, there's potential. I got a
Okay.
soul ring.
Oh, yep.
I guess it's a little awkward on mana right now. It's the other issue I'm facing.
Yeah, I'm in a similar boat.
You can do some fancy stuff though. Make you spend your whole turn doing that, I guess. It's a nice swing. Oh my god, having so few cards sucks. It's like this decision was so important to make.
Like mulliganing, you mean?
No, I mean just like I don't know, I'm in such a box right now that I really have to make every card count so much.
Yeah.
I guess you're also like discarding cards and stuff too. So.
Yeah. I think I mean, I'm in a better position just because I have the Masticore, but
Yeah.
haven't really been able to
Still tight.
push any further.
I think I just passed. I
Okay.
have to take some beats.
I will, in response to you passing, pay 2 mana to ping Root Walla.
Oh, I see. It's not going to matter anyways. You'll just ping them on your turn, but I force you to pay the mana on your turn. So I do think it is worthwhile to buff them up to a 3/3.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, untap, upkeep, I will discard... I'm gonna discard a swamp.
Damn. Are you
Yeah.
like swimming with land or something? What's going on over there?
Things are happening. Draw for turn. Oh, perfect. Main one. All right, this is actually tight now. No, I think I can still make it work. I'm gonna play a plains. Oh wait, but that'll interesting. I want this Root Walla dead.
It's so cute.
Oh man, maybe this is the suboptimal play, but yeah, I'm gonna ping off the Root Walla.
Okay, ain't nothing I can do about that.
I could make a really weird push and get something on the field, but then I lose the Masticore next turn. I need cards in my hand. So
You have a dark ritual?
Go to combat. I'll swing for 4.
Okay.
All right, main 2. Yeah, I think I just passed you.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. A swamp.
Okay.
Is very welcome.
Does he have the removal?
Don't have removal, but I have other things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deranged Hermit.
Oh, that's a good one. Whoa, we got some
Is it
Odyssey
turning?
squirrel kokens.
Oh yeah, they look pissed.
They're not happy about what's going on here.
Yeah, I'll pass turn to you. I'll buy me some time. It's a lot of pings you got to do now.
I'll go untap, upkeep, discard Dark Ritual, and then draw main 1. This Masticore's upkeep is becoming a bit of a annoyance.
Masticore's turning the corner on.
Yeah, I think I just ping off the Hermit, and then I go to combat and I swing.
Okay, I'll block with a squirrel.
Okay, sounds good. I'll pass to you.
Okay.
I have to be disciplined.
Upkeep, draw, main 1. Ooh.
I want to play this so bad, but I'm like,
How much
this
mana you
Masticore's
got?
so good. I got 3.
Interesting. I mean, it is a bit of a tempo play.
I want to hear that.
It's a push. You only have 2 cards in your hand. One of them's probably a creature, because you mentioned in
Maybe.
that comment earlier.
Oh,
You don't have a
he's-
dark ritual.
Damn, Colin's evolving.
That big brain. Giga brain. No,
Giga
not
brain.
that big brain. I mean, we'll see if you can deal with it, I guess. If not, if you can deal with it, I probably lose. But, you know, it's the risk we take. So I think I figured out the order of operations of brain. I'm going to tap my soul ring for 2 colorless forest to play regrowth.
Targeting what?
Deranged hermit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to Torment script that. I'll Torment script your graveyard in response.
Okay, excellent.
The regrowth would go into your graveyard,
okay.
I think. Yeah.
Sweet. Excellent. So that would be down to 1. So then I'm going to play Wild Mongrel.
Okay. Discard a card, gets +1/+1, becomes a color of your choice. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool card. It's especially good with Madness. Holy moly.
And then I think I'm going to attack for 3. 1, 2,
Interesting.
3.
All right, I'll ping off one of them.
Okay, gotta use them while I got them.
All right, I will take 2.
I'll pass the turn to you.
So you can discard a card. You can do as many times as you want. Oh, you only have 1 card in hand. Okay. Untap, upkeep. I'm gonna discard Soul Ring.
Damn, you're just ditching all your mana. What's
Dude,
going
the
on with
Massacre
that?
is so good. How can I say no?
It is so good, especially against the squirrels.
Yeah, exactly. I'll draw for turn. Main 1. That's interesting.
I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot about your Torment's crit. But I think it's also good to
did
get
you?
it out of the way.
I wasn't sure if...
The deranged hermit would have been really good, but I think it's better to just get it out of the way if I want to ever use any of my other things later.
Well, I'm like you either forgot about it or you did it on purpose to bait it out and get something else. I don't know why you would do that, but yeah, I feel like I think it's not even that big a deal though, because like deranged hermit's a big 5-drop anyways. All right, let's go to combat, I guess. Let's just keep swinging.
Okay, so I'm gonna discard a card from my hand.
Sure.
Or I guess I'll declare blocks first.
Okay.
I'm going to discard a card from my hand called Strength of Lunacy, and I'll pay its madness cost, equipping it to the Wild Mongrel to make it a 3/3, 5/3, 5/4. Yeah, so we're going to trade.
Well, I can regenerate.
Oh shit, you can.
I can regenerate. The question is if I do. I think I have to. I'll regenerate him.
Okay.
It removes him from combat though, so I think we still do damage. We still do damage to each other, but it actually doesn't really matter.
you'll kill him then.
Yeah, I will kill your guy.
Okay. I forgot that.
Yeah, I guess it only
dumb.
really matters if you would first strike, because then it would remove me from combat.
Yeah.
Hey man, Masticore, he built different.
It's true. You're gonna win with a Masticore.
I'll pass to you.
Untap. Okay.
I mean, I'm putting everything into him.
Oh goddamn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Out of curiosity, would you have blocked if you knew I could have regenerated?
No.
Okay.
It was a bad misplay. It's probably gonna cost me the game. Ping ping. 2-turn clock. Pass.
All right. At the end of your turn, I'll ping a squirrel off. Untap, upkeep, discarding miraculous recovery. Draw for turn. Main 1. You know what? I want to do this for myself. I feel like I've been pretty selfless this game. I want to do something a bit selfish now.
Okay.
So I'm going to pay 5 mana from the Breath of Darkness. She arises, Sarah Angel.
Oh, God.
She's been rotting in my hand for a while.
Okay.
But it means I can't get in. I'll have to just squish your squirrel, unless you want to keep it.
No, I don't want to keep
Okay,
it.
sounds good. I'll pass to you, man. This is it.
I'll keep draw. Yeah, it's game.
Oh,
that sucks.
damn, man. Damn. I'm curious.
I couldn't get any removal to save my life.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. To be honest, I don't know if I would beat yourself up too much about the Strength of Lunacy misplay, because if I had dumped Sarah Angel, it seems like you probably didn't have a really good way to deal with her anyways, and that probably would have just started swinging over you. So I think it probably would have ended up being the same regardless. But
Yeah, this deck whiffed so hard.
oh, sorry to hear that. What was in it? Can I see?
Yeah.
So I was basically just doing a, kind of high value mid-range like graveyard based deck. So like I had a bunch of necromancies, 2 living deaths, which I haven't played in a while, miraculous recoveries. Some cool combos that I had were like I had the parallax waves, which are just generically good, but if I parallax wave my board and then do living death, then I won't lose my creatures on the board, which is kind of cool.
It's interesting because I was playing a very similar style of deck, just like more madness focused. But the coolest thing that was kind of going on was the Ash Nods, Faceless, Butcher, and combo, because then you can like basically remove a card and then sacrifice it and then stack the triggers.
Oh, that's true. I never thought about that. It's kind of like the there's a card like that later. It's a white card that is kind of that it's texted in that way, and you can do that.
It works with the Mesmeric Fiends too.
Okay. Fiend Hunter, that's the card. I don't know if you remember Fiend Hunter. But that's where that kind of became popular.
But yeah, I couldn't. There's no Diabolic Edicts.
No, the edicts would have fucking dumpstered me.
But just couldn't get my hands on one. No Faceless.
Even the Pernicious Deed,
Yeah, Pernicious Deed, Faceless.
I'm kind of surprised you didn't play your Phyrexian arenas.
Oh, they were. I had them in the sideboard. I was like thinking about putting them in, but I think the Tormons are more important because I know you have more reanimations than I do. If you're playing Living Death, you're playing both your Living Death.
I just feel like the card draw off the arena is just so good. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't have brought the Tormons. I think that's correct for sure, but maybe just swapping something else out.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure what to get, because at that point I hadn't like seen any of my creature base in action yet, so I didn't really...
Yeah.
And like the whole idea was to get a wild mongrel or a putrid imp out, and then just kind of get into an arrogant worm or maybe some of the lunacy combo.
Yeah, I like
put early
the
stuff on.
wild mongrel madness is really cool. Sarah, Black Sarah, Goth Sarah, woo! Yeah.
You actually got to play a Sarah too. I was about to criticize you for not playing a Sarah, but you got
That's
one out
why
at
I
the
was
end.
like, I have to get it out. I have to get it out. So I'm honestly, Orzhov's one of my favorite color combinations, so this is cool. I mean, honestly, I'd play this deck again. I think it's pretty fun.
Yeah, no, the Phyrexian stuff was like good. It's good momentum.
Well, and having the 4 Ragers and the 2 Gargantua is like pretty good consistency.
Mm-hmm.
But Colin, that'll wrap up episode 4, and we're gonna be going into the next and last set of the Odyssey block, which is Judgment. Supposedly it balances out. It has less black stuff and more of everything else. So
Okay.
yeah, we'll have to see, and we'll see if I can roll white and finish off with a 5 run. But
you know
rolled
what? Black this time, right?
I rolled black this
Okay,
time. Yeah.
So you had to.
So
Okay.
I've rolled 4 different colors in a row.
That's
I think,
pretty impressive.
I think so, at least. I don't remember if I've rolled white and I picked something else, but
Right.
yeah, pretty impressive still. So if I roll white next time, that's gonna be super impressive.
Big mono white.
Big mono white. But Colin, we I think it's now, what is it, 3-1?
Yep.
3-1.
Slipping.
Slipping, but it's not out. You're not out of it. I think we should still have about 4 or 5 episodes left, so you just need to win a couple of those.
Yeah.
I expect the heat to be turned up in the kitchen next time. Maybe more goblins are coming my way. We'll see. Judgment's coming.
Judgment is coming.
Judgment for me or you, I don't know, but it's
God,
coming.
It's coming either way.
It's coming either way. Yeah, we're gonna keep cracking through season 5 here. It's been fun. I like the back and forth we've been having more this season. It's been good.
Yeah.
Yes, Colin, as always, we here, Filthy Casuals, continue to untap, undraw, and unkeep, but not in that order. Because we're terribly inefficient.
Sometimes in that order.
Sometimes in that order. We will also continue to tip our cards sideways, and we very much hope that you will all continue to tip alongside us. And here's a tip. Colin, go.
If you see a Masticore, don't play 1/1 creatures.
And also, reading the card explains the card.
Yeah, that's true.
Masticore has regenerate.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal. I don't know if it would have saved me, honestly.
I don't know
that
if
was
it would have
pretty hooped.
either.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would have either. But you know what, Colin? We're gonna find out what happens to Kamal next set. Our good boy Kamal, who I don't. Did you open a Kamal? I think one of us did.
Maybe.
I think you did. I think you opened Kamal.
Yeah.
Pit fighter. But
Yeah.
and I opened Chainer, so we're 2 for 2 in the character draws. But we will continue to traverse the multiverse alongside these fabulous and impressive warriors of the plains, and we very much hope you will continue to join us on this fabulous and multi-plane character draw next time as well. My name's Kieran.
My name's Colin.
And we will catch you in the next episode of the Filthy Casuals progression series. Bye.
I was like, what are you talking about?
I rearranged the words. I don't know. I was wild in this episode.
Oh my God.